What is this game, Elise?
It is called Astrologaster.
And what is Astroglaster?
Well, it's the story of a man.
Okay, got it. That's all I needed.
It's got
Drew beer.
quirky English humor here. So, long ago in England, 1592, there began our tale, and all of it is true. Through all of London, bubonic plague did spread, covering folks in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead. So already it's uplifting. Drag left, turn page.
Wow.
Oh, I like this. Joel should be singing in a game like this.
You should. Drew beer. What would you name a beer? Astro beer.
Oh.
Enja beer.
Simon Foreman, alas. So he's a doctor.
Okay. But I mean, compared to back then, I was a doctor too. Like the knowledge I have of the human body would make me one of the greatest doctors in the universe.
A cure in the stars. Whoa.
Oh, careful there.
If he's one zodiac to diagnose the condition, how might I be cured of the plague? There is only one.
You gotta drill a hole in his head, we know that.
Pus-filled swelling in the groin, of course. So there's an imbalance of the blood and humor. Okay. I chose Sagittarius.
You didn't really have much of a choice, did you? 20 Mexico dollars. Thank you. Thank you, Jorge.
Can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague
What's
be
your
cured by
sign?
treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever?
If you're a Taurus. If it ain't obvious.
He doesn't seem to be upholding the Hippocratic Oath.
Why?
He's focused on the stars, not the people that are suffering around him.
The Hippocratic Oath means that if your patient comes to you and says he's a serial killer, you can't turn him in, right? Legally.
You have to treat everyone.
You have to treat everyone, even serial killers. And he's the whole time you're taking his appendix out, he's going, "I'm a serial killer, just so you know." And you have to sit there and be like, "I do," and then keep taking it out.
I shall now go forth with my miraculous.
How are things? I'm super excited for AZC. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
I like the intercaps
Andrew.
AZC there. We didn't use that. We've always used all caps, and I never understood.
That's a cool
it.
way to do it.
Never understood it.
That's a cool way. Did you see that him talking about his strong water?
No.
Sounds like something you'd be into.
Strong water?
Strong water.
Like muscle milk?
So, Quirrent, Simon Foreman, seen 13th October, 1592th, 1600th hour.
Isn't that year? No,
How might I be cured of the plague? I judge my plague symptoms as being provoked by a fever.
What is this game?
I invented a new kind of strong water to cure it. Okay. Gotcha. Good. I shall cure one of the... Okay, gotcha.
Did you do anything?
Foreman made a plague cure and used it on himself, and left his house to restore Londoners to health.
Is this a game? Say this now. If you guys stick around, I might play some Sea of Thieves with Bruce.
I'm enjoying it.
I don't know. What is the game? What have you done? You're just clicking stuff, right?
Well, we'll see.
Hang on, right now.
Doses of strong.
I can't even get people to like go get pizza with me. How do they get an entire bunch of people sing these songs?
It looks like Brienne of Tarth, doesn't it?
She doesn't wear dresses.
Avis Allen. What can her do?
She probably got the plague.
Yeah.
God give you good day, madam. How may I?
She's probably pregnant. She wants an abortion.
It's Dr. Foreman.
Hippocratic Oath.
Doctor?
You gonna abort that baby? Even if it's Jesus?
Simon Foreman, I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers, Mistress.
Alan.
She just told your name.
Miss Alan of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
Asking a woman her age.
30 years of age.
We're the same age.
Service this day, Mr.
What'd she say?
3?
42?
That's it.
Oh.
Well, the cane started full late last think.
Mm-hmm. That's a baby.
That's
That's a baby. You got a baby in you.
Not a baby.
But my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks, but
Cold meats.
well,
You wanted
in any case,
chicken
it started in the night
for dinner. Remember that?
Yeah, I heated it up.
That's being the pain in my head.
And the chundering. And the
What does
chundering
chundering mean?
I don't know, but I'm gonna use that word all the time now.
Is chundering what happens when you fall asleep early?
Aye, that is
And then I can hear your innards churning while you
My
sleep.
chundering.
I hear chundering happening.
important cases.
Dear Ellis Jams, what is your favorite movie in the genre of horror films? Thank you. Have a nice evening.
I think
No, thank you.
I think The Exorcist is a pretty perfect horror movie, and especially if you watch any like making
Exorcist 3?
Exorcist 3. If you watch any making ofs of The Exorcist as well, incredibly interesting production. I would highly recommend it. I owned years ago. I owned a VHS that had like a documentary as well about The Exorcist. It was
Rockman
great.
said Brandon Jones is pregnant.
Yeah, he and his wife are having a baby. Did you not know? I knew that. Yeah.
Oh, no one tells me nothing, I guess.
I missed all the story. Okay, let's see what she got going on. I was up all night with a headache and chundering. What caused my suffering? Scorpion!
Chunder is vomit.
So this indicates disturbance of the mind. Scorpio, ruler of the production. So it would be the Cancer ruler of the stomach, the black bile in the body, because of the chundering. Correct?
You would think. Because
Chun-
Saturn is in retrograde.
The chunder down under.
He's gonna.
Yes.
He's like, the one thing I can say is ignore your vaccines.
Is one suffering from evil digestion?
I've suffered from that.
I mean, every
Many
day
a
of your
time.
life. It's chronic.
Cold meat you
Corrupt meats! You're always trying to feed me corrupt meats.
Has anyone ever done Chronic the Hedgehog?
cancer at this moment.
Well,
He's
now
like
someone's
green.
gonna do it.
He's like green
Now
and he's
someone's
like
gonna do
stoned
it.
out of his mind.
Now
And
someone's
he's got a
gonna do
bucket
it.
hat on.
You wasted it. You wasted
He's got a bucket hat on and those alien glasses.
Dan
He looks
says,
like-
what up from Toronto? T.O. What?
Nothing.
Do you think might it have done ill to my unborn child?
Told
so
ya.
she preggers.
Told you.
Why didn't she say that to begin with?
Mayhap was the reason for your celebration. Pray tell, how does
pray tell, yes.
Yes, pray tell.
You know that when you're pregnant, you have to poop out the baby's shits too, right? Except
Yeah.
because of the way the human body is, it comes out the vagina.
It's like a stomach virus, or it's like if you have an intestinal worm. It's the same.
I have
Yeah,
been
same,
with child before, you see, but it's never. Mr. Allen, and I do pray this one will be born alive. Dr. Foreman, prithee speak.
I mean, that was normal for the time.
Have I killed our child?
You gotta go through 5 or 6
Have I
before
killed
one
this
even
child
stirs.
as well?
This game went from 0 to 11 real fast.
It's considered a break even if the mom survives and the child doesn't. That's a break even.
growing inside you? And verily, if mere chundering were to cause grave harm when a woman is with child, why, then for half my feminine querents would be barren.
I'm sorry. 'Tis just the time.
Dear lady, what god have spared you from the plague if 'twas not his plan for you to have this child?
The story is compelling.
Mr. Bob A. Feet. What's the secret to a long distance relationship?
Keep the chundering under wraps.
I mean, I would say just be far apart, because otherwise it's not a long distance relationship. It's probably like something shorter. Like if you're in a relationship with someone but they like live right down the street or like even in the same city, it's not going to be a long distance relationship. It's no real secret.
Methinks the querent was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Okay, all right, okay, okay.
Oh, a letter of recommendation.
Oh, that's what we needed. We needed that. Okay, good.
Here come the monks.
Thomas
And
Blake.
here come the monks.
We're supposed to trust Thomas Blake. His name rhymes with plague.
Here come the monks. They always coming round. I can't spend 2 inches. What game? Joel wants to know. Don't have any idea.
God.
You trying to remember the name of the game?
What's
It's
the name of
listed.
the game?
It's listed there.
The game is listed.
Astrologer?
No.
Astro-
Astrologaster.
Astrologaster.
Yeah. Gastroenterologist.
Oh.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your...
I noticed your name rhymes with
Indeed,
plague.
I am he, and well met, sir. It's Thomas Blagg I have the honour
Oh,
of welcoming
Blagg.
to my humble consultant.
Like he's
Maybe he pronounces it plog, though.
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg.
blogger.
Though it is not upon church.
The original blogger.
The original blogger.
'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel.
What do you think about the new season of Game of Thrones? Jedi Waffles wants to know.
And,
I think
well, it is said that God
that
speaks to us through the stars.
they're wrapping some things up,
Indeed he does.
and
It is well known that astrology is but a conduit to
there's
the
some
world
hits,
of
there's
God,
some
as
misses.
interpreted using
Just let him pet the
scientific
dog.
means. And now,
Can't
these
do it.
investments
Costs too much.
Pray tell of them, if you please.
I'm fine with it.
Someone,
Ain't got no problem.
someone put it in such a way. Let me tell you, Quirrent. I were to read on the interwebs today a pository from a gentleman, squire, that poses that perhaps. Okay, I'll just tell you.
Damn it, Niles!
This guy was like, oh, the way I'm gonna think about it is that George R.R. Martin, his books are like the account of what actually happened in the world, and the TV show is like a drunk dude at a mead hall who's like regaling everyone with the
Cliff
very
notes.
like exaggerated version of what happened in the world. Which, whatever. That's what you need to tell yourself to let you sleep at night. Okay.
I mean, people realize that in most situations, books have more information than any other medium.
If I was gonna name a ship after you, I would call it the Conquering Cherub.
May divine for me upon which of these two ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg. We may now
Dean
consult the
Blagg?
stars. Should Thomas
Jerry's
Blagg
fine with it. Jerry's like, I'm fine with it. And he's not saying that because I said that, okay?
I mean,
He's
it's
saying that because
enjoyable.
it's independent thought.
I don't get mad.
You gotta
watching
wrap it up. You gotta wrap it up.
I don't get mad watching it. Should I invest in the Conquering Cherub with the Pride of Yarmouth? Let's see here. Okay.
Well, whether you're gonna get
Oh,
those.
damn. Okay, so Blake's investments in the trading world is on a change of fortune for him.
Oh, I'm pretty interested
Okay.
in Uranus.
The ship's name should evoke a woman who partakes in marriage. Okay, let's see here. Oh.
Mars.
Show a child who's victorious in battle. House of Children.
What are they asking you?
Okay. What's
Choose a reading of the stars.
the
What's
change in
the-
fortune?
What's the other little thing there? What's that little orange circle?
What, the Lawrence Circle?
When you click on it, you click on a thing. Click on a journey or what's the little blue circle? What's that? What does that do?
Can't do anything. I mean, I feel like we should go with this because a child who is victorious in battle, that sounds like the cherub one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, conquering cherub. But then the other one is what?
Change
Yeah,
of
trading.
fortune for blog. Femininity.
Who partakes in
Which
marriage?
would maybe how... I'm
Well,
going
what
with
are
the...
the conquering cherubs or the pride and oh,
I'm going with the battle child.
all right, battle child. So is this all just like random star readings?
Maybe,
Like
yeah.
you're just like a crazy person who people come to you for advice and you look at the stars. Have you clicked any of these other things in the upper corners? No, that's just setting.
And this vet
Oh, I need to get all these letters of recommendation?
Eric,
Wait, hang on. Okay.
upon this very day, the planet Mars and the constellation Scorpio do both dwell in that part of the sky we call the House of Children. And as it happens, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, hence we may say that Mars is presently exalted.
Mars has been exalted.
So this is all just psychoscience.
What might that mean?
This is
It
like
was the science of the time, yes.
which is to say not science. Got
In
it.
the House of Children, we may read this.
See, I told you.
Victorious
It was going to be the cherub.
Ergo,
The conquering cherub.
Ah, I see.
You know the modern British accent wasn't formed until the early 20th.
I would have.
As we know
If
it.
this game does DLC, I would love to be in it. I would love
Most helpful.
a part.
Didn't earlier today you say VO isn't my thing? That's like something you literally uttered like 30 minutes ago.
Why, yes, but if the part should fit, why should I deprive the world of such a performance?
Is this from the Monocle Chronicles?
No. The Querent did wish to know which of 2 trading expeditions would make the better investment. I did advise the Querent to invest. Okay. Letter of recommendation.
You only got 20 though. Ooh. What? Comely maid. She don't look like no comely maid. She looks like goddamn queen.
She does. She is a queen.
Beautiful.
She's a queen.
Beautiful. Little bird.
She seems full afraid.
You just like this because it reminds you of Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Good morning, sir.
James Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology.
Physic.
Indeed, it is I, Dr. Simon Foreman.
I love very specialized, antiquated language that's no longer in fashion.
I was roommates with a guy in college who could speak Old English.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like he knew all the Old English words, and he'd say like how people used to sound.
No, I'm speaking it right now.
Yeah.
Succeeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world. And if he were to
The other
die,
Hobbit
I
said
do not
J and
know
E
the
make
bear.
boring games. Something.
It's not
scrolled
boring.
over.
I'm having the time of my life here. A revelation.
What? She prego?
She doesn't want to marry this man, so I think Simon Foreman's going to swoop in.
She should put on one of those a chastity belt
Dan
that has
says-
the teeth.
Dan Sims says Robin Hood Men in Tights is his favorite movie. I've seen that movie a billion times.
Remember when Blinken's feeling up that Playboy?
It's a great movie.
your arms in battle.
Sir Robin!
Dr. Foreman.
Oh, it's so good.
What's your favorite? He split his arrow in twain. He did.
He split Robin's arrow in twine! That's my favorite thing. I always say that. I always quote that, you know.
You do. All those situations where it comes up, which is surprisingly many.
It has! I mean, it's come up where it's, like, applied, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
He
what-
split Robin's arrow in twine!
Who are you looking at?
I have to deal with this.
It's all right.
I wasn't listening to any of that.
Oh, that's trouble.
It says George. Who's George Middleton?
She described George Middleton.
Oh my god.
You didn't listen. This is
Mr.
exactly.
Middleton is dropping down with a piss, characterized by involuntary urination. That's probably not vertigo, right?
Cardiac passion. Hold on.
Cardiac passion.
That doesn't happen to me.
How do we know? How do we know?
Aries.
Let's see.
This one has been bewitched. The enchantment may prove fatal.
What was his name?
She's Emma Sharp.
I just don't know.
Well, you have to decide. I mean,
What was
I
he
think
saying?
the good thing about this, with the point the game is trying to make, is that there's no wrong answer.
I didn't choose the right one.
Sorry, madam, but the stars give heavy news.
This guy is a shyster.
Yeah, he really is.
Indeed, his heart may stop at any
He is scamming all these people with his star diagnoses.
He's like, I'd love to sell you a bridge to Hawaii.
could be enough to kill him.
Oh, wow, alas, poor Mr. Middleton.
Oh, she's shocked.
But she likes us.
Standing, Dr. Foreman, and for your discretion in this.
He has, the stars dictate, he has small dick disease.
Beseech them not to make me
Barely visible beneath his paunch.
God give you good day, Dr. Foreman.
Thanks, Brendan.
Night Vader, Bata, Beta, Bata. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the granted is
You know,
a cardiac passion.
Adam tweeted out a picture of his desktop wallpaper. I don't know if you saw.
I saw him when he
tweeted
was
out.
changing it. He showed me it.
It was like Anakin and Vader.
Yeah.
But he only did that because I changed my desktop wallpaper. to something funny.
You had shown
and
me.
I only did it because Lawrence did it. But you don't see us tweeting about it.
Importuned!
Oh, it's Cameron. Hey, Cameron. How's the band going?
Oh, hey, Cameron.
Rachel's Scottish, so it just kind of counts, but she fully endorses your British accent, at least. It doesn't count at all. Scottish.
It's all the same. Beware. So, there's a public notice up that's calling us out.
Uh-oh.
Shit, by Dr. Richard Smith, narc. These men.
Oh, an actual doctor.
Yeah, London's
Well, can we play as him?
London has lately been opportuned by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor.
They'll be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law by a lawyer who uses sand.
The doctors want to murder us.
Devil's advocate.
He looks like
Some money. They cost you money.
He looks like Christopher Guest, kind of.
Yes, he does.
Like Christopher Guest from Princess Bride a little
I'm
bit.
wondering if I make one of those microwavable brownies. You also have those caramel things.
The caramels are pretty good.
I'm gonna have one of those, and then I'll decide on the brownie. Do you want one?
Duluth is a Scrobbler. No, thank you. They're trying to imprison me or murder me. William
You're a scam artist.
Benson loves cheese.
And you're the worst kind of scam artist because you think that what you're doing is right. You actually believe the scam.
Mayhap the stars will advise me.
You guys ever see the video of the Christian network selling buckets of food for the apocalypse? Pretty old viral video, but it's great. But are you looking at the stars to figure out how to get yourself out of this situation?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely going with this one. Definitely. It is the least sensible of the choices. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You're sliding it, I think, too far off the screen.
Hang on. I have to do, it has to be like a full body motion.
I think that's why it's breaking.
There we go.
These doctors have waged war against me.
I love him. I think
The
he's
only
really
way to stop
funny.
them is to obtain a medical license.
The only way to stop them is to obtain a medical license.
Yes. A reminder that the Archbishop has the power to grant such licenses.
Oh, God.
Mayhap I will one day.
So religion can
Exactly.
decide who's a scientist now?
In the meantime, I must serve my parents
Well, it tells
You
you
know
how many
religion-
beatings you have.
The church financed a lot of scientific advancement during, the Renaissance and stuff because they were hoping to find different solutions.
Excellent. I do not care for the way I'm being targeted by these so-called physicians. I do not
You're
care
the
for
phony. Ooh, who's this guy? He's got nice style. I like him.
Look, I have my little picture
Mm-hmm.
on the door. I like that.
Well, it's because it was before addresses existed. And they would just put pictures of people's face. So if you sent a letter, and the return address would just be your picture, and the actual address would be the face of the person you're sending
What
it
if you
to.
lost your face in war?
I mean, you're probably not a business owner.
Oh, I see you having some difficulties.
Just the man I was looking for.
Fetch my guest a chair.
Who's William?
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
I like his coin purse.
Riccardo Ferraro. I am
That's not coins in there.
Come to make a trade in London.
Small
How much to
stones.
make it a trade?
'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale. And you
I don't speak Spanish, I'm afraid.
Who does cure all London, huh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth,
Oh
will
no, I have to
serve you,
cure him
sir,
before he
Signor.
can help me.
Pray,
I was not
describe
prepared
your
for this
case.
situation.
I mean, just tell him look up at the sky and just be like, just Sagittarius. You got Sagittarius.
He's pissing blood.
Pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back.
You making note of that?
Okay, so he probably just has a bladder infection. But let's see what the stars have to say.
Signor
I think it's probably because, yeah, like Sagittarius is in retrograde or whatever.
So kidneys, yeah, you would.
Libra does rule over the kidneys. We do know that. Scorpio, ruler of the bowels,
This
is,
suggests-
by the way, my official nickname.
This suggests Senor Ferrero is lying.
Uh-huh.
The balance of yellow bile, colon bile. Oh, he's got gout. I mean, it's got to be his kidneys, but
What does Scorpio, ruler of the bowels, think? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, I didn't say to go with it. That was not the good
it's
one.
funny. It's funny stuff.
You suffer from dysentery, senor. For although, as I did remark, Venice is said to
Just
be
booked
a
another
famous
West
city,
Coast tour,
it is
huh?
perhaps not a very
Playing LA
pleasant
twice in
one.
June. Thanks for
I
the
have
shout out in
heard
the
your
post show, too.
canals
No
like
problem,
the
man. Thanks for
open
sending the
privy
stuff.
Give rise to humours most foul. And are not the roofs in Venice built of lead?
See?
Who's confused?
See, even then, Simon knew that lead was dangerous. He was wise beyond his
But-
time.
But I don't know that he really knows anything. He's just like, I'm getting like a B word, B, D, D, E,
See?
E,
We gotta fumigate my butt.
M, Michael. Yes, Michael.
He's skeptical, but I think he's gonna see results.
You're gonna lose your license, which you don't have.
Your fundament, yes. As I say, my manservant will.
Okay, I'm only gonna answer them seriously going forward.
Fumes of hot coal tar. Be not afeard, sir. 'Tis a near painless procedure.
He doesn't trust you. You blew it.
Just let me air your butt out. Oh, I blew
Sometimes
it.
I do that when I have gas. You get down in child's pose, and you try and open your butt, fart out the gas.
It's stuck on here.
You just pull it over the top of the monitor. Uh-huh.
Methinks the querent took my advice rather ill.
Ooh, he didn't give you anything.
Shit. Okay, no more goofing around. No
Oh,
more
she's
goofing
back.
around. Oh, it's so insulting. Oh.
Well met, Mistress Allen. Pray tell, the last time I
Pray tell.
methinks.
I lost him. Anyway,
Talk about it, please.
Oh, did she lose the baby again?
because you diagnosed the stars wrong.
She's a pressure cooker in there, okay? She's cooking those babies.
Oh,
What?
The matter?
Prithee, madam, say on.
That was awkward.
Yeah. She is, I mean, she's awkward. The game told us
And
she
I
was.
would have cancelled.
she's a lot more stern with you, too.
Madam,
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences.
Uh-oh.
My Sunday absences from church. I'm afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
I too have been denounced.
Faking Miracles, a very appropriate username here.
Catholics to attend
Do you guys watch The Venture Brothers? Yeah.
I love Venture
Love
Brothers.
it. I can't stand how long it is between seasons and how the seasons are basically them just stopping whenever they want to stop.
And it's really hard, like, it's really hard to know what is going on in the Venture Brothers if you don't rewatch, like, the last season before you watch a new season.
You're basically when Venture Brothers is entirely over, someone's gonna have an amazing time marathoning that
I
whole
have my
stuff.
art book over there, my Venture Brothers art book.
Yeah.
and if you do not, a cruel bind indeed.
Should I get it for you?
Oh, yeah, I have to.
Let us see if the star.
Guy, what is your max bench lift? Probably, I used to be able to back squat.
It's not what they're asking. Okay.
I don't know.
Your max bench? You did the bar at some point. I know that.
To bench?
Yeah.
Bench the bar? Yeah, I didn't really do any bench.
Yeah, you didn't really focus on
What's
the bench.
yours? Like 2 pounds?
2 pounds. 1 pound on each side.
Should I obey the law and attend Protestant? Well, you should answer his question.
They asked you.
Should I obey the law? Should I obey the law and attend Protestant church services? Let's see here.
What do the stars say?
This advises strength. Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, okay, not sure about that one. Let's see here.
That doesn't seem appropriate.
I guess I'll go with this one.
I fear the stars confirm your fears. You must attend church every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted for
Oh,
being
cow guy did
religious.
mean me. He meant the cutie.
It's FOMO. You gotta go to church or you're gonna get FOMO. Cutie James.
Behind your back during the service, any Protestant
So what is it then?
Well, I don't know. I don't really bench that much anymore.
Of course, you must
So,
be sure to stand at the back of
the most I've ever done,
so that only God may see.
325.
Wow.
What an ingenious
So,
notion.
That's a lot.
Oh, Dr.
Thank you.
Foreman, you have saved me.
Doesn't mean anything though when you do it and then your shoulder and your elbow hurts really bad afterwards because you're an old person and you're probably too old to be benching a lot. So
Christian says thoughts on HBO Watchmen.
watch this week's film.
Yeah, actually, we did
or
talk
we'll
about
tell
it
you right
on Film
now.
House. It's just like I would like to know what the actual plot and motivation of the show is. I mean, I think we can gather that it takes place after the events of the comic, but I would still like to know what the interesting angle of it is.
So far, the imagery isn't winning me over. It looks kind of plain. And I am also a big fan of Zack Snyder's because it feels so vibrant and saturated, and I know it bothered a lot of people that it was so that way, but I liked it a lot. And also I liked how the world felt. It did feel like it was a different timeline. Somewhere there was a timeline shift where superheroes existed, and it influenced the architecture, the style, the dress. Like, it influenced the whole world, and none of that seems to appear in the HBO one. Like,
Especially
it's just
when,
a cowboy sheriff
like,
looking guy.
When you have two generations of superheroes clashing too.
Yeah.
I did advise the querent to attend church, but to cross her fingers behind her back during the service.
Ooh, she liked it.
She liked it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Amelia Lanier.
Her dad must be a GI. It's an office joke. A damsel formed for man's delight. Ugh. It's weird. Creepy. You reminded Big Mitch about Psychonauts too.
I reminded him.
Maybe the poster, probably.
Oh, yeah. Rad Ray, I should be studying for finals, but instead I'm watching you guys, and you're also wasting your tuition on Super Chat. I love Funhouse, so here's $5 from a broke nursing student. If you're broke, don't spend the money.
Yeah, please. If you can
Nurse.
get a refund, you should get a refund. I don't know if YouTube does, because Twitch probably does refund.
I was looking at someone's Twitch channel or whatever, and then in their descriptions they said explicitly no refunds for donations. I was like, wow. I mean, I don't even know how that process works, but
I mean, that's kind of a jerk thing. Like, you never know if...
Do not know him. Venice is a large city, and as such is home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
oh yeah.
Is that
I love
Ava
that.
Green doing the voice?
They got her. This character's gonna get naked.
Have you a question?
Oh, YouTube gave you a free super
I
chat.
wish to know what afflicts me.
Cool, thanks,
My
Carlos.
belly does begin to swell,
Cow guy
and
says,
lately
I'll
I
give you
find
a
myself
20 if
chuckling
y'all call
at
Lawrence.
the
Nah,
news.
he's sick. He wasn't feeling well
Well, he's
today.
playing. He might be streaming Rage 2.
Oh, is he? I know he wasn't feeling well earlier today,
Let us
so.
consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia?
Oh, he was cracking some jokes on Slack.
Well, yeah. You can't stop him from cracking jokes on Slack.
More chunderings! A constant chunderings!
So she's prego.
The phlegm in
She's
the
pregnant
body.
because she bangs.
Illness is chronic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
She prego.
Her cheeks are red.
Sorry, you're flushed.
To ask, is there
Ooh, he's hitting on her.
No, he's.
My father still lives.
Oh,
I need to say,
Awkward.
he goes. You bang your father.
you are, for the stars indicate that you are with child. Wondrous news indeed.
She's like, fuck shit. Shit.
I see.
Of course,
She's like,
it is natural for a young
well, what
lady
else
to
do you
be
do here at
and
this
she's
clinic?
expecting her first child, and I see you are anxious.
Well, are you gonna go over?
I, Mr. Foreman,
Well, I have to see. I mean, how much you can play
Well,
this as
you're
much as you
after
want.
Anxious owing to the unpredictable nature of
Let me see what Bruce is up to.
For instance,
Is Bruce streaming? Can you guys tell me if he's
I know of
streaming?
Mitch Mother's womb early, weeks or even months earlier than anticipated. This possibility is a medical fact, and one that should be explained to any husband you may
Bang. Yes.
say, Mistress Masala.
Nay, not in the least, sir.
Uh-oh.
Saya.
She's not gonna like it, but it's the truth. Because the stars told you.
When they find themselves inexplicably with child, they oft do not remain married for
Yes,
long.
we did see the It Chapter 2 trailer. Also talked about it on Film House. Looks sick.
Doubtless they will be
Love the first one.
arrangements for you.
ISU Texan 21. Honestly can't tell which of you two plays the more quirky games. Love it. Any quick recommendations for games? For quirky games?
Quirky games.
Love in a Dangerous
I don't know.
Space Time.
Donut County.
Donut County. What'd you think?
Somebody texted me.
Methinks the querent was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Very good. How many Scrabbles to get another band manager video?
I'll come up with something else.
I don't think the Scrabbles count for it.
Okay, so are you gonna go play?
Well, I messaged him. It depends on him, you know? He's his own man. Oh, he said all set.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this. I think this game's pretty well written. It's pretty fun.
Stay tuned to see if Elise appears as a character
In the DLC?
in the DLC. Does it save? Do you know if it saves?
I think it probably must.
Okay.
Okay. Are you want to put
Yeah,
the
switch it back
Oh,
over.
sorry.
And then I'll get that other one set up. Thanks, Death Trooper.
Yeah, have fun, you guys. Have a good night.
You can play too.
I'm gonna go play Life is Strange. Episode 3, Season 2.
All right. No, so you can have audio in the background.
Ciao, Bella.